For the sake of fairness, I'm going to make 2 changes. Number 1, I kind of miscalculated how many people would be coming to this op. I didn't realize PvP would leave such a bad taste in some people's mouth, because usually we run like, 20 to 25. This is half that. So I'm going to half the timer. Instead of 90 minutes, I'm going to do 50 minutes. The AO is CQC enough. And I'm going to be honest, there's enough people in here to, like, have 3 teams win, but then you have to fight them in the slotting, if I give all those slotting things out. So it's in your best interest not to work with each other. Also, melee is on. Just don't insta-kill with melee, because that'll break shit. You can't die. You can only get knocked uncon and bleed out. I highly encourage you to cable tie your friends. Bandage rollover is on 5. So every time you bandage a wound, it'll bandage 5 wounds. So by all means, kidnap your friends and mess with them. I think it'll be funny. To the 4th team, instead of 6, you only need to get 4. I think that is a good... Actually, no, there's only half of you. I should just half the damn number. You only need to get 3.
Okay.
Do the other teams agree that that's fair? Since they're running at half the people, they only need to get half of the waifus.
I mean, it won't be said that they'll probably be targeted, but yeah.
Alright.
I mean, in theory, this is a real prisoner's dilemma or game theory type of thing. We could all I think, how many are there?
And then Mac just dipped without losing connection, so...
Yeah, he just lost power, didn't he? No, he's not. Is he US? I can't remember.
It would have said user timed out in the log.
He just DC'd.
Yeah, he just manually DC'd, so I don't know what to tell you. If he doesn't come back, that team, you only need to get 5, okay?
I will say, before we start, we might want to check that Sam's here, because he hasn't spoken. Which is pretty good.
He's here.
Send in go team.
I'm here.
I
think Sam's gone because he doesn't talk for the last 5 minutes. To be fair.
Nah, Sam normally
thanks for
speaks
21
You
Hope
talk a
keep
lot,
joining the ops
Sam,
again.
so it was kind of...
Let me fix one thing real
I
quick.
was downstairs.
We were talking about starting early, and I just didn't know what time it was yet, okay? I was trying to make sure Sam was getting a fair bit here,
No,
okay?
I prefer to think that you think if Sam's not talking, he doesn't exist.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
guys.
Stronger Sam.
So, here's the deal. All of the team spawns are labeled, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Quick rundown of the map. Car depots each have 8 vehicles. I chose random ones. Most of them will take at least 4 people. However, some of them I threw in to fuck around. So, you got that. Medical positions are marked. The hospital has more medical at it, but it also has more guards, and then the flagged medical positions just have a tent with like a few boxes with only a few guards. Gun stores all have the same type of guns. It's like 5 boxes I chose, and then they have the same exact garrison complement. And then the red question marks can be anything. From infantry to vehicles to just random positions on the map that I thought would be funny. Intel sites will have a board inside which show you multiple positions on the map where things are located. You can also just dynamically find unmarked garrison buildings on the map, and they might have what you're looking for inside. Again, how you win is you're going to pick a building that's going to be your home base, and then you just bring units there, and then once you have enough, you just defend it till the timer ends. Timer will end, I'll give a 20-minute warning and then a 5-minute warning over global. I think we're on the same side, though. Teams are technically on the same side, so be careful about that, but you are free to just outright murder each other if you need to, because, again, this is a PvP fight. Are there any questions on the AO?
When it comes to declaring a home base, you want to, like, how do we just say it?
You don't have to type anything, it's just that where I see you start stashing,
Okay.
Basically it means you have to stash all the waifus you get in the same position, and it has to be a building. Building is defined by a little gray thing on the map. Also, it has to be within the play zone. So the non-shaded area.
question.
And remember, any markers you do are inside chat, so everyone can see your markers. I did that specifically, so y'all gotta actually communicate your plans.
In the event that we all die, if our waifus don't get found, do we still get the shit?
No, because you're dead. But
Okay,
if one
now
person
do all-
survives and he's in the HQ building with the waifus by the end of the timer, you win. So again, how you win, for the teams of 4, it's 6. For the team of 3, it's 5. For the team of 2, it's 3. Just one of you has to survive by the end. And if I find that, you know, we're at the 45-minute mark, but all, like, 2 teams are alive and both of them have their things and they're not going out, I'll just end exit early.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you also have, like, 4 people and you know your opponent has 1 and you have an idea of where they are, just start kicking down buildings, man. Because, again,
Oh, shit.
you probably want to prevent them from slotting and stealing your slots in the future. All right, any questions?
I'm good.
All right, you start with a handgun. Rags to riches time. Good luck. 50 minutes. Oh, I shrank it a bit. Oh, Matt came back. All right. I'm gonna put that in global, so Matt came. All right. All right, so let me give a brief explanation of the shenanigans that's going on today. So, my player base decided in their infinite wisdom, hey Liru, there's this mod that came out on the Nexus forums for a sex mod. Can we do something with the Arma 3 sex mod? No, we really can't because I'm not really able to stream that, you know? So instead, I just have this massive PvP fight going on to basically let people go out and do stuff. Here's the goal. There's 18 of these specific invincible characters all around the AO. The end goal is to get 6 of them and put them in a building. Now, while you're doing that, other teams are attempting to do that as well. For the team of 2, though, it's only 3 because they're a limited number, and then they just have all this stuff dynamically on the map. I need to also set skill levels here, but, I mean, with people teleporting around, I gotta set things. So, this is PvP plus E, basically just a mobile capture the flag bullshit game, and it... I still cannot believe in my infinite wisdom I thought of this. I just realized side relations might be off for blue 4 and green 4, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Yeah, there we go. So I'm looking for Hobo Lord if he reconnects so I can bring him down. But anyway, there's multiple vehicle depots all with random stuff. I just randomly built this. All right, this was just something. You can look it up on Nexus and find it yourself. You can do a Google search. I believe in you. But yeah, so it looks like every group is going for gun stores. One group went for a vehicle depot to start. The amount of weapons that are in the gun stores, though, is massive. So there shouldn't really be that much of an issue. And it looks like the group of 2 got...
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that an intel site? Yeah, so the group of 2 is already going for it.
To this wooden door,
So there's only Scorpion 9mm in here. I've tiered everything so that the actual waifu sites have, god damn it, what am I saying? You know, body armor and 5.56 weaponry. Gun storage, you can get some decent stuff, but they're guarded by lesser tiers. And then the intel sites, they've got body armor, but they only have 9mm submachine guns. So already the 2-man team, they're gonna rush this and try to go right for picking up the 3 they need and then holding off, which is not a bad strategy. If they can just pick their stuff off and get away, that's all they need to do. But we're going to be watching to see if these groups of 4 run into each other. One's a group of 3 because I think Hobo's trying to reconnect. But again, yes, if just look it up on Nexus and I swear you will find it, okay? But yeah, it's just a waifu battle. And yes, one of the boxes does have MG3s because I decided that would be really, really funny to play with. Good luck using it without, you know, bipoding it or using it in CQC, because you're not going to be able to get that.
How does the intel work? That's my question.
According to the Discord messages.
Hey, Absent.
Yeah?
So, come right up to this and give it a second, and then it should appear. Do you see a map?
Yeah, I see a map.
Yeah, so look on the map.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Trust me, buddy, you'll find it. You just gotta look for the little pink dots, and I swear you'll find it. Alright, let me get Hobo TP'd up.
We're head to the back door on the northeastern corner, and we're exfilling to the north.
Boba's here.
Alright, so now these guys are in a gunfight. I think... Oh, they're cooking off the crates! So no one else can get them. Oh, that's evil. But that's... Yeah, no, that's technically part of the game. So yeah, these guys, they've got their gear. They got some 9mm. Now they just got to go to those pink dots. But let's see if they figure that out. Meanwhile, these guys running over to the medical position. So a few medical crates in this area.
Good.
So I'd say the group of two is further ahead. They just haven't, they might not have figured out how to do everything yet. But I agree, that's a dirty call. That's also why there's 5 gun stores. But hey, denying gear to your opponent, that is a very smart idea. So this group, they also stole a car. So these guys, I think the next site they're going to do is hitting an intel center. They also all have invisible chest rigs so they can hold a bit more ammunition and medical if they need to. Also, those medical sites have packs. But now we've got this 4-man group heading over. These guys need to move, and they need to move quickly, because otherwise this 4-man team's going to start moving up to their position here. They're going to be farming the southern side. These guys might go for the middle site. Anyway, I told them I'd give them a 20-minute warning, so at the 30-minute mark, I'll type that in. Oh, awesome. The viewer bots are getting caught now. Great. Not sure if I have a mod on to deal with it. If not, I'll deal with it at the end of the stream. No reason for it to interrupt me. But yeah, so we've got 3 MG3s and an AK. So yeah, hopefully they've locally seen where everything is. These guys, they might go for a medical place as well, because these guys, I doubt they have a lot of medical. We could have a fight on this way as well. Also, there's a bunch of question mark locations, so there's a boat up for grab. There's a helicopter back there. I do have a sniper over here as well. If they get close to some of these positions, this guy will start shooting at him.
These guys have backpacks.
All right, so it looks like these guys are going for the central... No, this is the top intel site. And Atomic gets knocked out. So they're going to have to waste some time giving him some medical. Meanwhile, these guys are going for a vehicle in the center over here.
They also have armor. They have armor, you guys.
So they're going to have to work on Aiden before he bleeds out. If they notice... Okay, Daz has noticed. One of them got one of the Colt carbines, interesting enough. These guys, I think, are picking off some of the guys over here. And these two are potentially looking to set up maybe their HQ right here. It's not a bad position. They are near a gun store in a few different positions, but as this group, they gotta lay low and try to pick off what they can, because if they run into the group of 4, they're kind of in trouble. But if they just gauge where gunshots are, they might be able to sneak under the radar of these other 3 elements. The real interesting part is watching 2 groups get the first, like, 12, and then the remaining 6 are...
Scorpions, don't they? But they do have sights, and I think
tough
this
to work
can take
with.
a sight? The AK can take a
AK,
sight.
that's a 47. It can't take one of the sites, so they either got to switch their guns.
Certain things on that depends on the AK.
Yeah.
But it looks like...
I've marked down on map the target.
So I assume they're using group chat to mark things out so they can't see each other's stuff, which would be an interesting call. Now you got these guys all taking medical. I love what they've done. They've set their heads so they can PID off of said heads. That's kind of funny. And then Max is just a little different with that little red hat. But otherwise, you got this two-man team. I think they were just sharing information on trying to figure out where to specifically go. But right now, we've got two groups on top of intel sites and already maneuvering to additional positions. One group just grabbed a vehicle and is now potentially heading out to the same intel site. That might be our first bout of PvP. And then we also have this car driving by, immediately getting sprayed down, but it looks like they are going to get away as they now cut through. So, ooh, that was an interesting little fight there. Looks like these guys might have noticed that car. These guys might hear... No, their engine's on, so they didn't hear this vehicle come in. They might be able to bypass this group. Atomic's still looting.
Jump in them. Jump in.
Now they're taking fire. Drivers down. It's 4v3. Meanwhile, over here, it looks like they were able to intercept and take out the driver here. And Angel's hiding in this building down here. All right. Meanwhile, over here, so both groups run into a PvP engagement at the same time. That was, I mean, timing-wise, that's pretty interesting. I'd imagine that solo player is not going to last too long. Angel doing his best to take out who he can. He did get Mac Marine. Meanwhile, shots over here. So we got this group of 4. Sunsy's trying to flank. Aiden, I think, got taken out. So now this group is down to 2. Squirrel's holding, and Daz is holding. Meanwhile, looking over here, looks like they pushed Absent, and they took him out. So that group of 4 is probably going to be able to survive. Meanwhile, I think Daz just got taken out by Flanker here. And Mr. Miner is going to find this one guy. He hesitates, though. And Squirrel is taken out, so is Hobo Lord. Now we'll see if there's any missed PIDs. So 2 groups have survived, and I think that, funny enough, is going to be the end for our timing here. In terms of PvP, it's going to just be 2 groups. Both are going to lick their wounds. One still has all 4 members up. I think Mac is still down for the other group, so they're going to be working on him. And they're just stripping the weaponry of all these guys. Why are they all green 4? Because I have blue 4 and op 4, and I wanted to kind of confuse them on PID. One of the groups figured out a way to get around that, but I don't think it really helped them that much, because also it means anyone with that head you can just shoot, so it's a 2-way streak. So right off the bat, 2 groups have been eliminated. So I think the remaining 2 groups can probably just complete this, but it's 2 groups of 4. But one's probably going to rock the southern side, and the other's going to rock the northern side. And we might not see them interact for the rest of this scenario. But yeah, shots on the 10-minute mark.
Did you hear it?
And they might be able to still use this vehicle. Mac is up. Absent is dead. But hey, a good attempt. That 2-man team, I mean, it was tough for them from the get-go. And they just got unlucky and ran into one of the 4-man teams.
The cops have concussion grenades. Those are explosive as fuck.
All right, so now we're seeing Angel's team getting bled out here. And this remaining 4-man team, I think, is just looting bodies here, picking up armor.
We need to leave. No, they're on.
How's Arma done,
I
Aiden?
swear to God.
We have 2 teams of 4 remaining. I think these guys are now locally breaching just to make sure everything's good. However, we do have shots coming from this one intel site from the one guy that wasn't taken out. So you hear those shots to the south. That indicates to this group that there is still 1 team alive, but they are a bit far. But I'd say it was a good attempt from both of the teams that were taken out. The group of 2 kind of got ambushed, or kind of run down. The group of 4, I mean, that was just a good old fight, but, I mean, one team was just more aggressive as the other team was trying to pull away. I think the team that was trying to pull away that ended up getting wiped got a little too safe, and that he didn't have total control of his forces, because I think it was Angel that was in the driver's seat yelling at his people to get in, and they were dilly-dallying. And then he was the first one to get headshotted by, I think, Sunzi down here in the corner, because that other team wasn't getting a move on, you know? So when you're playing a game like this, you do need to be aggressive, and you do need to keep moving, because otherwise you're in a lot of trouble.
Red points. I will stop marking on map. Shit.
Each of those sites contains 6 points. And here's the thing about PvP. I wouldn't actually mind running this again with more players. I find this type of AO fascinating. Maybe instead have like a 2-life system, but it would have to be organized a bit better.
I've got one. I've got one.
And then if you get wiped, you just get reverted back.
I'm keeping the AK for the pen.
This isn't gonna work, then we're gonna relocate to
We should be going. I don't like.
So here's what I think is going to happen.
These guys. We need to find the fucking.
This group is going to now focus on grabbing the 6 on their northern side, and this group is going to focus on grabbing the 6 on the southern side. So from here, it's just going to be PvE, and I doubt they're going to engage each other. Unless one group gets all 6 and starts honing in on the gunfire. And don't worry, I'm drinking. But again, I would think posting this again on a weekend would be something interesting where we have a lot more teams. It would be tough to do a 2-life concept, but I'd be down to experiment as long as people don't abuse how I would do things by setting up respawns.
Getting a fucking large wound when it should be a large wound.
So the purple markers are the waifus, and they're in unmarked buildings you can only find on the intel sites themselves. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised that both groups of 4 encountered another group of 4 and a group of 2, and the PvP happened literally at the same time. Yeah, I agree. The total drama Arma, I think, was also a pretty fun PvP concept. Some of them were scuffed on purpose, though, in the sense of, you know, that was just the best we could do. Especially the final IED course, and then literally having to, like, watch the desync subside to see who got there first. That was the funniest way to end that, in my opinion. But yeah, so now these guys, I think, are just going to start hitting sites, and yeah, these guys... We're literally going for, not the southernmost, but, you know, one close by. And then these guys, I think, are going to go for the northern one. They were also checking out potentially to grab another vehicle, but we don't have a boat down there. And then we have an MRAP in the middle. I thought that would be quite interesting. But yeah, the rest of this is probably going to be very casual. 4-man teams breaching and taking things. And we'll see if attrition slows them down enough. But, I mean, they've got 33 minutes left. So we might actually see some teams divide from 4-man to 2-man. Yeah, he got blown away by a G36. And again, that's another interesting note here, is the attrition. Can the 4-man teams now collect 6 people within the remaining time frame? These guys went down here, they found the boat. Boat wouldn't be a bad call if they wanted to immediately send a group down to the middle, but they don't have the intel there yet. And then, you know, where are these teams going to start stashing some of these players? Also, each one of these is different. I thought that would be funny. And then it's a matter of, are they going to take multiple vehicles, and then how are they going to transport if they only have vehicles that can carry like 3 or 4 people?
We have to go that far. I mean, the 5 points are quite close. How about just...
But I think now we're on the phase of, you know, just collecting who they can. I'm surprised these guys didn't go up and hit that position, though. And that's another thing. Like, if you're reading the intel, you might not figure out every position from said intel. Each one of these positions have 6 points marked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The central position, which I believe the intel is up here. Yep. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the final position, you'll notice for some of them I had to like extend the black box around it because it wasn't picking them up because it only does a certain resolution like this one to get these far two corners. Each position shows 6, and if you have, you know, one team going for one group and the other going for another, you're not going to get 6. But with how this AO's played out, this is what we have. So we've got about 21 minutes remaining. I'm curious what these guys are doing. They're not going for the waifus. Yeah, like are they going to go for medical, or are they just bypassing that to maybe check out a question mark? This is just a random AAF position. There actually isn't, like, this is meant to be a dud. There isn't anything good in there. But maybe they're going for medical because they didn't go for a medical. I think the other group that went through the gun store and the medical there was the group that took a lot of medical. And I think they left that medical in their car, which doesn't make much sense because I think these guys took that car. So I guess they're just going for more gear, but I don't think they realize they need to be transitioning to something else at the moment. I'm going to be honest, in a PvP situation, I probably wouldn't check the cargo of a vehicle. That's just something that I wouldn't think about. And yeah, exactly, Sub. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to do to or not. But it looks like they're going to stash it there as they then go for that position. That's another thing. They can be nomadic, but, you know, after they get 4 and they still need 2 more, that's when they need to actually start stashing them in a position here. But we've passed 30 minutes. So in 10 minutes, I'll give a 20-minute warning. I still think there's enough time for this group to get all of them, but we still have this group. Again, it really is going to depend on when you breach positions, are you going to get people knocked out? And then are you going to need to do medical? And then how long is it going to take for you to move some of the HVTs here, HVIs, into certain areas? So this was a very clean breach. There was some wounds, but no one got knocked out. Compared to the previous time they did a breach, they had 1 knockout.
Yep.
But, you know, once they're geared up to a certain point, they don't need to waste time collecting gear, and they can just run in and grab the waifu and run, you know? So I think they're just going in here to double check. Now my question is, are they going to keep things stashed here? And when are these guys going to run over and eventually get a car? Because some of these positions, they're going to have to move around to. So I think these guys are moving to that corner, potentially. That's going to put them very close to each other, so one group might be able to hone into another. I'm curious, how damaged is this vehicle? Ooh, it looks still drivable. I mean, it's really just glass and windows that are taken out and a little bit of body damage, but everything else should be fine. I'm just trying to figure out what these guys are going... Oh, they're going for the central intel site. That's an interesting call. That shows me these guys might actually be going for a bit more PvP to run into the middle group, because they just had to stay up here, and they could have taken the 6 and be done. But instead, we might have another little bout of PvP. But yeah, they're, I think, going to drive down here and get another vehicle from that spot. I forget which area I put a bus down. I think it was the northern one, but yeah, I have some fun little choices. Some of the vehicles can take more than 4, however, some are a little more armored than others. I don't think I put any bulletproof vehicles specifically. No, they're going to go right for the corner. All right.
We're good.
The waifus are invincible, yes. I'm waiting to see if they open the door, because there's a guy right behind it.
Somebody, we gotta clear the top building. Hey, make sure to grab a armor and a better helmet if you need it. Also bags.
Yeah, so these guys still doing a little bit of gearing. I think the other group, though, they've dismounted back there, and they're gonna start breaching.
4, fire at that soldier!
Pretty good opening breach right there. I mean, that was nice. And you can also fire through this building. So one group is on number 3.
I'm the new actual.
One guy wakes up, gets double tapped quickly. And the other group is still farming for intel.
Pretty obviously markers, Miner.
Alright, no. Okay. No. Okay, let's hurry. Let's take the top 3 and then go up north. And then just fucking find the building.
We have group communication. Or
Yeah,
direct
use that.
Direct comms. Fuck it, use direct comms.
No, they'll see it, won't they?
Direct is local. Direct is local base, so use group. They won't see group. Almost. I'll post security.
I'm already thinking of ways of how I could do this scenario again and what I would remove to further mess with people. I'm the new actual burr. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, these guys are going to go for the top 3 and then move on the northern side. I think what I should do for another round is state if we want one winner, it's going to be whoever basically takes more. That way it continues to... You know, like, people aren't going to take their, you know, quota and then run, you know? Can you get a waifu happy? Of course you can, buddy. Everyone's entitled to a waifu. Just gotta ask those weird Japanese companies to make you one.
Because they might have, I'm thinking AT, in the realms of AT. I don't want to test it, to be honest.
But you set a minimum of you at least need X amount, but then if you take more, then, you know, whoever has more will win. I think that would be a good call. That vehicle might actually, I think it's 8 total. They might, I don't think they're gonna have room for all 6, so they'll eventually have to grab a second vehicle, but now you have these guys running on foot.
Guys right here. I'm gonna check for AT real quick, just to be sure.
There's no AT in the gun stores. There is some AT, but it's random. In terms of some of the little like lawn thin boxes have AT capability. Operator Chen body pillows, my waifu, good god. But yeah, these guys are just gonna hit the outskirts locations. And then there is a helicopter up there if anyone wanted to mess around.
This is the guy that we heard yelling. I bet Liru saw that. I'm coming in the back.
I did, yeah, they did hear the yelling when they pulled up right here, which was pretty funny.
G36s.
Now it's just a slow, methodical breaching. Yeah, but no one wants to kill waifus, man. Where would the fun be in that? Why be evil?
Taking command.
The MG3 double tapping, though, good god. This team might not make it with the pace they're going. We've got like 22 minutes left. So I think they're on 4, and they're moving on foot now. And then the remaining 2 they have is over there. So I think they're good. I'm just worried about this other team's pacing. So yeah, I'll probably run this again sometime in mid to late October on a weekend. Just have to finish up all my weekend things that are eating up my time. But I'll put this on the docket again. Looks like they're gonna grab a second vehicle, not a bad call. You know, Charlie, no, but that would be an interesting rule if you could take people captive, but it wouldn't be 1-to-1. I'd probably make it a different ratio of, like, for every 2 or 3 captives, it would also get you a point. Or that could be what determines tiebreakers. Because that way would encourage them taking them and moving them. I'd probably do it like 1 to 3. So every 3 players you took captive, they're going to stash them in here, not a bad call. Yeah, for every 3 players, it was equivalent to like 1, you know, it's a third of a pipe point.
Holy fuck. I almost walked in that.
Bad time for that dude to reload.
Oh, no,
Thankfully, he didn't get headshot and knocked out, so he can still do self-medical. But they brought this second car up. What's up?
This thing keeps teleporting back in. You might put it in the thing.
I see. I'll handle it. Alright. For what days do I play Arma? Weekdays, I have a 12:30. These are in Eastern Standard Time. 12:30, so 30 minutes afternoon, and then 3 o'clock for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then weekends are just whenever I can. At least for Zeusing. Playing can be anytime. Alright, these guys are on 2. 20-minute warning's been called. I'll give a 10-minute and a 5-minute warning. I'll be additional on that. But happy if you type ! schedule, you can see the general schedule we're working with. I think in the future I'll remove those MG3s because I think it's a little too easy to just immediately CQC clear a building with them. I thought it would be funny for like a PvP thing to see them fight each other with it, but you know, that's tough. Yeah, we still have police forces fighting with them locally down here. You can see where some of the tracers are going wide and whatnot. So I'd imagine they're probably going to take the car, go over there, grab them, and just hold a defensive perimeter. Meanwhile, these guys still maneuvering. They're dividing and conquering here. These guys going back to the intel site. So I figured that as a 4-man group, they might not be able to make it, but I think, especially now that they've gone to the central where things are a bit closer together, I think they'll make it as well.
Fire at the medic!
Good
I'm
headshots.
gonna bandage. I'm bandaged. Yeah, they're still quite a distance away.
This room? Oh, I can't see shit in the smoke. Okay, I got a bandage.
So I feel confident for this group. They're grabbing their 5th and bringing it over there. They just found a helicopter. They can use that to F around if they want to, because all they need to do is just leave one guy with them, and that team will win.
You can also just dip. There's honestly no point in fighting anything if you don't need to. Other entrance.
Hey, Ghost Wolf.
They're just pre-fired. Ignore it.
Yeah, so now they're running up and clearing that area out. 17 and a half minutes.
I honestly wouldn't aim in the building. There's gonna be a guy right above you as you walk up.
Yeah, he's firing through the smoke.
Got it. Corner, 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 corner.
He turned away, though, because the smoke freaking knocked him away. I was trying to be very deliberate with some of these placements here. Sometimes the AI be the AI. I need to set, instead of disabling their pathing, I should disable their moving. Yeah, so I think Mac is now trying to collect data on where shots are coming from, because I think that 4-man team's going to get aggressive. So we might have some end round PvP, because that's a great place to spot. But yeah, these guys dividing into a 2-man team. The only way they're getting away with that, though, is because other groups have been eliminated. If a 2-man ran into a 4-man, it would be over. These guys are fighting that little blue 4 position for the BTR 40.
I don't know what.
They might think that's PvP though and immediately try to run. Yeah, we're on 5 here. This team still needs to get one more, but I think they have time. Hey Sam, can I clarify something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Just because of I want to make sure things are clear. You guys do need to get 6.
I thought it was fine. Oh, yeah,
because Matt came back, so it's now 6 again, right?
Okay.
Yep. I had a feeling. So I told Sam's team they only need to get 5 because Mac DC'd, and I thought he was staying DC'd. But he came back, so I typed in chat, and they need 6 again because the other teams need 6. So I had a feeling because they're not going for that final one, they probably forgot about that. God, the frickin' texture ripping right there is the funniest thing. Yeah, so now this is our issue. Flanker's down, Hobo's wounded. He wakes back up, but now they're gonna be stalled for medical. Yeah, all of them come equipped with 152. And they have to pick their own radio nets, because otherwise people will find them and listen in. That's another thing. If you kill a group of 2 and you find their radios, you could then listen in. So now they're doing medical. This team's driving up, and they're going to get away. We'll see if after they get this last one, they then get the helicopter and try to hunt them down. That'd be funny as hell. Valid strategy, I agree.
I'm hoping he TPs.
Yeah, what?
Question.
What?
In the doc it says 5, and during brief I want to swear you said 6.
I said 6. Yeah, I meant 6.
Is it supposed to be 6?
It's 6 for this because I made a change because we have less people that showed up.
Thank you.
So in the docket it also says 90 minutes, but I shifted it to 50.
Yeah. We got like what, 15 left?
Yeah, you've got a little under 15 minutes, so you still have plenty of time. That's why it's important to listen to brief. Also, Happy Twist, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope to see you soon in my operations since you've expressed interest in joining. And, yeah, hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I'll give him the 10-minute warning in about 3 minutes. I don't see how both of these groups can't succeed, though. But like I said, I'd love to do a second version of this on a weekend. I'd love to get a few more of the PvP communities I know involved and have this be just an absolute Charlie Foxtrot. For the month of October, I'm really just trying to focus on it, like, because this was an op I've owed since August, at least in concept. I'd love to just get, you know, the rest of my docket done. Another hydrate. This weekend. Oh. Miner was going at full speed there. I thought they were about to collide with each other.
I honestly have no idea how to use the backpack.
Any Halloween ops? A few. Some of the concepts, though, we're starting off like tomorrow with an interesting horror-style operation. But we'll talk about that one tomorrow. I built the kits for it yesterday and did testing, and I'm very happy with where it is, but goddamn, it's gonna be something. Alright, so these guys have one in there. They've got, I think, another... Oh, no, they're good. That's 4 total, and then the 2 right here, that's 5 and 6. So, yeah, dividing and conquer definitely saved them some time. And, yeah, now they just might camp for 10 minutes.
reload next door.
Some of these guys might wake back up and jump them. There's still a few ways where this could go horribly wrong, but... I think they're good. There will be a second op today. That will be at 8 o'clock, which is, God, in 7 hours, 45 minutes. That is going to be the POG pay for campaign. Yep, he woke up and completely annihilated him. I had a feeling he was going to wake up and get him. And then we might also stream some mission dev today as well. I just have a lot of... There's a lot of back-end work I'm having to do. Yep, the POG pain train.
I guess so.
Yep.
So, do we all have to be here to get
Nope, only one person does, so if you want to go hunting for the other guys for the remaining 10 minutes, you can. Just keep one person here.
Okay, only one.
Will there be a pay for pain for Halloween? I don't think I'm going to do a pay for pain for Halloween. Here's my idea right now. There will be, in terms of the pay for pain concepts, we will always have probably one thing. And that is going to be the weekly DayZ stuff where we have the pay for pain menu where I let you all bully me. The pay for pains, as in Pog's pay for campaign, the reason we had so much pay for pain style stuff is because I was raising the money for my wedding, you know? So now that I've gotten that all raised, I don't really have to go that hard anymore for everything. I love how we have the helicopter coming. So once we finish the POG pay for campaign, I'm going to move to something else that's not pay for pain-esque, and we're going to resume doing one-off pay for pains every, 3 to 6 months. I fully intend to take like a 3 to 6 month break though from pay for anything related to Arma 3 pay for pain after the fact, you know, and then we'll probably run a major one, maybe an April Fool's one in my community. It just depends when the pay for campaign for POG ends and I start that, you know, break period.
It's AI.
Oh, they think it's AI. That's cute. But yeah, no, they're scanning around looking for where these guys are. So...
Look on the map, try and find a church
with that, we'll always have DayZ. Ghost Wolf, he's on break right now. He said he might come back when the Frostfall DLC drops. I'd love to have him back because I loved his Namalsk server, but I always love Namalsk servers. Otherwise, I know Razor's working on something new as well, but it's, we've played the hell out of Pripyat. Though I always enjoy it when the dino spam comes in. So you're saying we need to break Pog's spirit? I mean, if you spend enough, we literally nuke Pog, you guys win, and it's GG. But that also means the next pay for pain will happen sooner rather than later, you know? Even so. So 10 Shilkas. I'm not sure Shilkas are going to be sufficient. Also, the sniper's shooting at the helicopter. He's missing. He only has red tracer rounds, so I didn't give him HEIP because I thought it would be a little too OP for the lack of armor on these guys. But that's the scheme of everything. I think Razor's gonna work on a Takistan map next because that was what won in the polls like a month ago. But again, anyone's call. We'd have to ask him. Yeah, so these guys are gonna just chill at this border here, and it's up to Sam to kind of notice if they're over there because they're looking down here instead of all the way out here, so we need to see.
Wait. Genuine. They're all gotten. Do we want to? Does one person want to stay while we go try and attack them and kill them all?
I agree, but at the same time, we only have 6 minutes left, and this is on the edge of the map, so there's, like, not really a better pick. I'm gonna teleport a little further away so I don't accidentally get seen, and, you know, that's counted as a tip-off or whatnot. But yeah, I'm just trying to balance out so it doesn't look like I'm always having scenarios where I'm just, you know, asking for cash, because I don't want to be that person.
I'll come with you. Here, I'll grab the other one.
I can still hear that sniper. Yeah, so at that point, I mean, just harass the helicopter. But, you know, I only do that much grinding for, like, pay for pains and, you know, heavy DayZ stuff in times of need. Now, I do like some of the systems I've come out with where I have an idea of what I want to do for a month. I, you know, pull my player base, we have ops, and then we run additional ops based off of, you know, the DayZ D-Goal documents, and then, you know, for the first, for like the last week of a month and the first week of the next month, anything we make on those streams, we then fund for additional ops. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to keep that. I've just been adjusting things based off of value and whatnot, so, you know. Yeah, so the Mexican training arc, we always run a training angle of doing stuff, and, you know, that's a 3-month rotation. But that has nothing to do with, you know, anything that's paid. It's just, you know, part of what I like to run. So we still have one team actively doing stuff. These guys might be giving up here and just kind of going back, but these guys are still doing things, so I might just move things around. Just drop a hungry little guy. Yeah, I got so mad at Charlotte during that DayZ stream because I'm walking around Chernobyl and all of a sudden a face hugger appears and I'm like, why is there a face hugger here? Because that could insta-kill me. I'm just like, bro, why? Why you gotta do this to me? Yeah, I knew the Xenomorph was paid, because I keep track of the amount of, like, D messages or the ding sounds. There hadn't been a ding in a while, or a donation sound, and all of a sudden a facehugger appears, and I'm like, Miner just got hit in the face. But that was just me being kind of salty.
Over. Sit rep.
Yeah, so me getting absolutely gang-gonked by all the mutants and zombies and stuff was pretty funny because the server had a little lag spike. And at that point, I just took that as my cue to just go back to working on administrative stuff. Because I'm just like, okay. GG at that point.
Blanker, are you okay? You've been quiet the entire time.
Knife mid 1v1. Yeah, it was funny because I'm just like kind of staring at everything smacking me. My body armor's taking all the hits, so I'm taking no health damage, but they're causing me to bleed out. They're shooting at the helicopter. 1 second.
Why are you holding one of the waifus?
Alright, here's the deal. One team, this side, drop all your guns. Other team, that side, drop all your guns. I'll teleport Ham over, both teams win. I'll take a note of it and add it to the thingamajig, but... Okay, Ham, drop your weapon, drop your armor, go to your side.
No, drop your armor.
They're not. I'm not gonna drop it if they're not gonna drop it.
leaving
Oh,
mine
they're
on.
dropping it. Okay.
I mean, armor doesn't even do anything for fists.
Oh, this is not?
Fight.
No.
Control
Try to
A.
ult tab me.
Alright.
Can I get a pack?
Oh yeah, can we get heals real
Anti-personnel
quick?
mine's okay.
No, we don't use mines on each other.
Fucking imagine it would be Sam.
I'm table with the Waifu that has a rifle. That would be really funny.
Just guns everybody down.
Alright. One side on one, one on the other. Here, let me show you what you're playing for.
So, how was your op experience?
We killed a team, actually.
We killed
we
the
killed
other
the team
team.
too.
Oh, make sure you set your guy on yelling now. Put him on yell so we can hear each other.
I feel bad. I did.
Yeah, no,
really
I felt
did.
awful.
It was within the
I
first few minutes.
I felt fucking
Yeah,
awful.
same.
There was no real. Two of them didn't even get a chance. I shot both of them before they even noticed we were there.
Yeah, so, no joke, you both literally engaged those two other teams at the exact same time.
That's hilarious.
Like, at the 10-minute mark exactly. Alright, anyway, this is what you're playing for. No grenades, fists only, 2 minutes, otherwise I index and then I win. 3, 2, 1, fight! You punched the damn...
That was a gunshot.
Yeah, immediately a gunshot. Get him, what the fuck? Get him. Damn it up.
Yeah, the waifu shoot you if you punch him.
Get over here. You really stay behind you?
I like gotta smack. We don't have stamina.
It's still 3-3 even.
I know that.
Against the wall. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. Kick his fucking smoke grenade ass. Get back here, Sam. I think. I don't know how to complete. I don't. We can. Oh, I don't know how to insta.
Sorry. What?
I'm awake again.
That's bullshit.
I'm awake. Yeah.
Hey, get back.
We knocked them out twice. What the fuck else are we supposed to do?
Keep knocking them out until they're all down.
No, that's fair. I thought we were beyond that. Yeah, all right.
I don't even know how to insta kill. I would have done it by accident.
We're fine.
Should have asked for clarification then. Otherwise, you just assumed a rule and you were
I mean,
wrong.
I had no chance. I was never expecting to try and beat somebody to death, not an op, so I didn't really think I needed clarification.
No,
You have to have that anime second win to win, you know?
I thought it was so very anime to finisher you.
I like how though that
I don't
there
know
was
what
a
the fuck
mutual
I did to
decision-
Lolo. I literally jumped off his face and then hit him from behind. I don't know what the fuck I did.
Oh yeah, we were
Real
looking at
quick,
each other.
let me take names here. So, who won? I have Mac, Marie, and I have Sam. I'm just listing out names here because I know there's a few people
So
here
you
that
got-
died.
You got Mac, Sam, Ham, and Lolo on their team, and then you got Miner, Sunzi, Hobo, and Flanker on our team.
All right.
I
Alright,
like
cool.
how
Honestly, the
mutual
fight was for fun.
agreement that
So
neither
overall, yeah,
side
that fight was for
attacked
fun.
each
Both
other.
teams won anyway. Trying to think. I'm probably gonna run this again. I'm gonna make a few tweaks and then run it on a weekend so we can potentially get more people. And of course, I'll invite some more. But yeah, I thought that was fun. I hope you had fun. I just wasn't expecting the 4 teams to become 2 at literally the exact same time. Like, it was so hard to cover both of those fights at the same time. But
I still
poor,
feel bad.
poor Angel yelling at his team to stop dicking around and get in the car, and then Sunzi just blows his head off in the car.
No, I don't. Who was it first? I think I killed Atomic first.
Angel,
And then
Angel
just walked out dead.
Angel was first man down, and then Aiden went down, and then Squirrel was up against the wall. And the last guy, who was the last guy? Daz? I didn't even see where he went down.
Daz got shot in the car.
I
Daz was the guy
executed
left
him.
in the car.
Okay.
No, Angel was the guy in the car.
I also killed another guy in the car, so I ran inside a building for cover, shooting from a doorway.
I'm sorry. I want to apologize
that
for
was
killing
funny.
you. I feel bad.
Who was
Alright.
in the car then? Was it Angel?
Anyway, the only other thing
Thank
I
you,
have is
Liru.
Pog tonight. Hopefully Air can maintain. If not, oh, this is going to get brutal. But yeah, hope you had fun. We'll have more later. Enjoy your Thursday.
Bye-bye.
I like how there was just a mutual decision by both teams just to not fight each other.
All right. We'll be back planned in 7.5 hours. Otherwise, wait, math. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.